Good morning, Bulls. It's Friday, January 23rd. I'm Brady Delgadillo. Let's start off today with our deep dive from Maddie and Kylie.
Have you ever asked a question, gotten an answer, but still wanted to know more? Us too. Welcome to Deep Dive, where we find a question and the answer and go on a deep dive to learn more. This week's question is the Loch Ness Monster real? No, but yes, there have been over 100 sightings, so maybe? I don't know. Let's dive in. Let's start with some history before we conclude. The Loch Ness Monster, also known as Nessie, is a mythical creature that allegedly lives in the fresh water of Loch Ness, Scotland. Loch Ness is the largest volume of fresh water in Great Britain, stretching 23 miles long. The myth of Nessie herself dates back about 1,500 years, with the earliest sightings being in 565 AD from the eyes of Saint Columba, an Irish monk. He allegedly saved a man from the great water beast before it allegedly returned back into the loch. Allegedly.
We'll skip some tales in between, but in the 1960s, British universities launched several expeditions using sonar technology to hunt the beast. Nothing conclusive was ever found, but every expedition, the sonars detected large moving objects that they couldn't explain. Interesting, right?
Yes, but check this out. Several years later, in 1975, Boston's Academy of Applied Science did the same experiment but used underwater photography too. Once they reviewed and enhanced the photos, a giant flipper of a plesiosaur-like creature was captured but never explained. According to the official Loch Ness Monster Sightings Register, there have been 1,165 sightings of Loch Ness Monster to date. And yes, there's an official website, created by local Gary Campbell, who's reportedly seen Nessie himself. So is Nessie real? Who are we to say? Maybe head over to Scotland yourself to find out. Until then, here are some fun facts. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Kylie.
See you next show.
The East is about to get slammed with cold weather, but will it affect us here in the Sunshine State? I sure hope not. But Jasmine has your latest forecast.
Hey Bulls, Jasmine here with your weather for today. Today is a high of 79 with a low of 58. We're expecting another low pressure system to come through Florida, which will be carrying another cold front as well as a chance of rain on Sunday into Monday. Our cold temperatures will return, so make sure you are nice and bundled up when you return on Monday. Nationally, we've hit some record lows up in the north and even here. As you can see, our usual-ish temperatures around this time have gone a little bit smaller and or lower, and up in the north it has been in the negatives for quite a while. But that's not just here. It's so cold, in fact, that Russia has experienced one of its heaviest snowfalls in decades, getting up to 10 feet and leaving cars buried and people stranded. Speaking of snow, the panhandle of Florida has experienced some light snowfall over the past week as well. But that is all for that. Here is our weekend forecast into next week. Saturday is a high of 79 with a low of 62. Sunday is a high of 78 with a low of 64. Monday is a high of 62 with a low of 38, and Tuesday is a high of 58 with a low of 37. You can definitely see where it starts to drop off down in temperatures once again. But that is all for today, and I will see you guys next time. Go Bulls!
Yikes, it is cold in some places in the United States. I mean, negative 14 for a high? Wow. On another note, now let's throw it over to Court Vision.
What is up, Bulls? What is up, Bulls? Welcome back to the Sports Corner. I'm Jesus Piguez, and I bring on to you the Slam Cam, where we give you the latest hits and highlights and maybe even satisfying dunks of the NBA. Let's go check them out. This Monday's match, we're looking at the 76ers to see how they're holding up this week, and they seem to be doing great as they got the victory over the Indiana Pacers 104-113. The Pacers were led by some notable players in this match, like Andrew Nembhard and Pascal Siakam, who both respectively got 25 and 24 points to make almost half of the team's score. But it was not enough, as Philadelphia winning with Kelly Oubre Jr. scoring 18, Joel Embiid with 30 and 9 rebounds, and Tyrese Maxey scoring 29 with 8 steals, which was merely hours after being named the All-Star starter for the first time. Thrilling displays from both teams, but the 76ers really locked in with this game. We'll see how things go into next week. Coming up this Friday, we got several matches in the late afternoon, with some featuring the Houston Rockets against the Detroit Pistons and the Denver Nuggets against the Milwaukee Bucks. And of course, there are way more matches this Saturday just for you to watch, so stay tuned for them. That is all for Slam Cam. Heading it over to Will and John.
What's up, Parish Bulls? I'm John Carter, and as always, I'm here with
Oliver Rogers.
Will Cryby.
This week, we're going to be taking a look back on the IU Hoosiers season, this incredible Cinderella story. But let's get into this. First off, we've got Fernando Mendoza dropping back. Can't find anyone. Runs over, gets tackled, throws it. E.J. Williams Jr.
Oh, what a catch.
dot. That's 40 yards. He threw that in the air. Just a crazy throw.
What a selly.
Almost got sacked.
Good catch. All right, on to the next clip. We got national championship on
Oh, the
4th and
Mendoza
5.
play.
Fernando Mendoza. QB draw.
This play
Makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. Spin move into the end zone.
after
Touchdown.
the Heisman, so worth it. We see his family celebrating. Crazy story. His dad actually never stands up to celebrate because his mom has MS, I think is what it's called.
Multiple sclerosis.
Yeah. So it's awesome to see that, see the support from his family, see the support from the fans. Obviously devastating for Miami, but he's just got a crazy story with Miami and with Indiana. It's really great.
And then we'll move on to the next clip. Fernando Mendoza to Charlie Becker. What a catch. This is their 11th game of the season against Wisconsin. They move on to 11-0 in that game, and just a great catch, great throw. And like Oliver was saying, a great end to their amazing Cinderella season. Went 16-0, won the national championship against all odds. Kurt Signetti, one of the best coaching seasons of all time, and we look to watch Indiana have another great season next year.
We do, and it's interesting to note that Indiana is one of the first teams. Is it the first team to win a national championship without any 5-star recruits? Only 6 4-star recruits total.
First team to go 16-0 since 1897, 1890.
Something crazy. I mean, just an absolute
History.
Cinderella story.
Absolutely.
And that's all for the Parish Top 3 this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for next week. And as always, go Bulls.
Students, a table will be set up at all lunches next Monday and Tuesday to sign up for the blood drive. You can also just scan the QR codes around campus. If it's your first time donating, you will get free Chick-fil-A and a $10 gift card. Second-time donors will get a $15 gift card, and third-time donors will get a $20 gift card. Today for lunch, we have a beef pretzel dogs, Alfredo, Nashville hot tenders, garlic bread sticks, and apple slices. Speaking of food, our crew went to the fair this last week. Samantha Taylor has more on one sweet treat.
I've been doing it since I was 11, so about 29 years.
Sam Limbaugh is not new to the kettle corn world.
My dad started it when we first moved to Florida.
Dad's Kettle Corn has been a family business for decades.
And we also have popcorn in our family's history.
This sweet and salty treat has been passed down from generation to generation.
Dad did carnivals and stuff like that, and had a caramel recipe back in 1938.
By the 1930s, the Manatee County Fair was in full swing, supporting family-owned vendors.
We're a small little business. We come out, everyone shows appreciation. It's good. It's a wholesome, kind of nostalgic thing, you know.
Their 3-foot jumbo bag can feed a family, and with more than 100,000 fairgoers, Limbaugh says the best part is,
honestly, the people, it's great, you know. It's a good American thing that we do.
a whole community tradition that lives on through the fair and through the family, one handful at a time. For Bullseye News, I'm Samantha Taylor.
The Bulletin has new articles out this week, including a look at our girls soccer team and their district tournament run, and learning more about digital burnout. You can find those stories and more on our school's website. That wraps it up on this Friday edition of Bullseye News. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and like our YouTube page. If you'd like something aired, send us an email at pchstvproduction@gmail.com. We'll see you next week. Have a great Friday, and as always, go Bulls!